Yep, 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 yep. Yep. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is that's right, y'all. The like button is free. We live, we live, we live. We live like Channel 4 and Channel 5, man. Let's get it popping, man. So the Steelers come through with the dub today, man. Big win for the Steelers. This is kind of one of those kind of trap games where, it's a team like, all right, they should win the game, but you don't know if they are going to win the game. Typically a lot of the times the Steelers will have games like this, and they mess around either being a whole dog fight or they just end up losing the game. Or it could be a situation where a couple years ago with the Lions team where we had that tie. But today, the offense came out today, first drive of the game, 2 weeks back to back. I think Matt Canada is done being in the goddamn booth. You know what I'm saying? Sideline Canada is that guy. You know what I'm saying? Sideline Canada is that dude right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit up here and hold you. All y'all talking about fire Matt Canada, Matt Canada, Matt Canada. And yes, I was saying fire that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? But all of it wasn't on Matt Canada, just being realistic. I understand people as human beings, sometimes we could be in a following kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? We just quick to throw the blame on Matt Canada because it was cool to do. Some of that was a responsibility of, sometimes it could be the O-line, sometimes it was Kenny Pickett, right? And sometimes it was the play calling. But at the end of the day, Matt Canada last week did a phenomenal job, I thought, calling plays. Even a few weeks ago, I was giving Matt Canada credit too, especially when he had that Dasani and all that Aquafina water and shit next to him. But they done brought his ass down to the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Sideline Canada is that guy. You know what I'm saying? The offense just looks better. I don't know. Maybe his presence being on the sideline actually helps at the end of the day. I can see where it's better for him to be on the sidelines because when you're in the booth, you're not out there with the temperatures and with the wind and stuff like that. It's just little stuff like that. You have a better feel for the game, the temperatures, the wind, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So for him being there, I just think he's able to call the plays a little bit better, get a little feel for what the offensive line might be seeing, or if they messed up here, he can actually communicate and get on that sideline and, not getting somebody ass, but getting somebody ass. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. But able to talk to Kenny Pickett and what he's seeing and this, that, and the third. It's just a better communication with him being on the sideline opposed to him being up in the booth all sedity and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fucking with Sideline Canada. You know what I'm saying? Sideline Canada is that guy. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. I'm going to keep saying this. Now, I know in this particular game, it was a lot of ups and downs at points and times. I was like, God damn, we started off so good. We're working in reverse. So we went from having a drive where we actually, marched down the field. The running game was absolutely phenomenal today. Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris was eating up yards today. I mean, goddamn, they did their thing today. Offensive line did their thing today. Not only in rushing the ball, but as far as pass protection as well. You gotta tip your hat to the O-line. We've been killing the O-line for the last few years, and they started doing great later on last year, late in that late run we had at the end of the season. Early this year, but lately it's been Jaylen Warren and it's been Najee Harris just getting those holes. See, this one and beyond. ESPN got to cut it. Ain't nobody asked for ESPN to play these weird ass ads. Nobody care about none of that. But anyway, they've been able to find these holes and get through them, and just instead of all that dancing in the backfield, all that cha-cha sliding and all that, man, just get the ball, make a cut and go. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I think Jaylen Warren does that. Maybe it could be the play structure a little bit that's designed for him to do that, opposed to when it's Najee Harris. I feel like when it's Najee Harris, they almost just want him to just hit the hole and go. But it was a few plays today where Najee had the one cut. I think one of them he scored on actually. But like I said, man, beautiful job from the offensive line. Beautiful job from Matt Canada today, man, with his play calling. I love the fact that towards the end of the game we was just marching him down the field. I thought that Jalen Warren got a little, he got tired. He was carrying the fuck out of that ball late in the game. But the defense, man, defense. What can I say about the defense? Yes, they came down, scored a few touchdowns. It is what it is. It's the NFL. You're not going to hold a team, especially with a team like Matt Falou and that offense, and this young quarterback in Jordan Love, man. They got something in that kid, Jordan Love. They just don't know how to win yet. That's the only thing that's stopping the Packers right now. They're going through their growing pains, but they few places they can patch up. I thought that AJ Dillon was killing them today. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. But the Packers team, they're gonna be a problem to deal with. That kid Jordan Love is playing with an extreme amount of confidence. The few interceptions he did have, late in the game, one was a great play from Patrick Peterson tipping it in and keeping the ball alive for our safety to come through and pick that off to damn near seal the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, I was just thoroughly impressed by the defense, especially that front four. I noticed that when Alexander went down, we kind of started to struggle a little bit on the run. But it was what it was. Guys was in there. Roberts was in there getting his nose and things. At the end of the day, made a few big stuffs at the end of the day, just to keep the confidence high. You know what I'm saying? That it's going to be a long game today. I think one part we do struggle at, that I'm seeing, is our secondary tackling. Our secondary tackling, y'all niggas is soft out here, and y'all got to get more nastier out here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that's included the OG too. You know what I'm saying? OG fam, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking real light in the ass when it comes down to tackling at the end of the day. Let me just say that. I ain't going to say y'all looking soft, but y'all look real light in the ass at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get out there and put y'all nose on somebody and you know what I'm saying? Put some wood on that motherfucker at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Got to get nasty out there. But our front four, phenomenal, man. I love the way that the Rook and the other guys that come in, and along with Cam Haywood, is always plugging up the line. You know what I'm saying? Cam Haywood is going to draw at least two blockers at the end of the day, because ain't no blocking that big nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no blocking that big nigga right there. That big nigga is hogging up the lane. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hoes coming through there. You know what I'm saying? That man is playing pure security out there, because ain't nobody getting through. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. It's going to take a few grown men to move that man off of his spot. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? I love that about Cam Haywood. It doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. And as we talking about stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheets, you have your TJ Watts, you have your Alex Highsmiths, okay? Just because they didn't have a lot of sacks, or we didn't get that many sacks or whatever, the amount of consistent pressure that they were putting on Jordan Love, the amount of delay in the plays. What I mean by that is they constantly had to have somebody chipping TJ Watt, which would have been an extra defender, extra offensive player running out and having a route. Now that guy has to chip. He has to, it takes a little bit more longer for that player to maybe have that little check down throw that he might want to throw to. You know what I'm saying? Just because TJ Watt is coming. And, you got to be careful with TJ Watt as well, because he can jump up there and swat the ball down, or even come down with the goddamn football out the air. So, stuff like that. Alex Highsmith, I did think the referees missed some holds on TJ Watt. I think it was either the rookie and Cam as well, man. They was in there just grabbing and shit. It is what it is. They was playing real desperate out there and real nasty, the offensive line for the Green Bay Packers, but it was what it was. As far as our offense and our receivers, it was what it was. I thought that, our running game was so effective today that we just needed the receivers to make plays when they made them, and we just needed Kenny not to turn over the fucking ball. That's it. It was a few times Kenny almost damn near did turn over the goddamn football, but it is what it is. We got the luck of the draw out of that. You know what I mean? It was some throws that I did feel like Kenny missed at the end of the day. Hold on. Out of that. You know what I mean? All right. I did think it was some throws that Kenny did absolutely missed today. You know what I'm saying? One was on. I want to say one was on the third down play where I think we could have sealed the game. I think it was on that one. But he had George Pickens running across the middle. He didn't throw it to him. I think he tried to throw it out or some shit like that. He tried to throw it out. And it was the play where they was reviewing to see if his knee went down, where he clearly threw the ball before his knee actually went down out of bounds. But on that particular play, I don't know if Kenny gets nervous with that second level throw with that defender and being able to make that touch throw with the defender pretty much not right in his face, but if he short arm that bitch, that's an easy interception. But if he throws it in the spot, that's an easy pitch and catch for George Pickens, and he might take that bitch and go to the house with that. But I just think that stuff like that Kenny has to work on. Those little throws, getting his confidence. But I like the fact that Kenny is not turning over the goddamn football. You know what I'm saying? Being a good game manager, he's not in there making dumbass passes. You know what I'm saying? A few passes, I think one of the flats he threw, it was kind of crazy that he threw that, because I think on that particular play, he had Deontay Johnson on the outside beating his man, and when they showed the replay on that, he actually had George Pickens one-on-one. I would have to see that play again if there was safety help, because I couldn't really tell. But if there was no safety help, Kenny should have absolutely gave either Deontay Johnson or George Pickens, because both men had the. Well, I say on that angle that they showed, George Pickens had his man beat. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely cooked that nigga at the line. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I can understand why the frustration is there. I think it was a ball to Deontay Johnson when he came back. Some of us could say, "Oh, well, it touched his hands. He should have caught it." And yes, DJ should have absolutely came down with that ball and touched his hand. But at the end of the day, Kenny got to throw that ball out there. Throw that bitch out there. You know what I'm saying? Get it out there like you're fishing, fam. I know you probably been fishing before. You got to launch that bitch at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You want to get you a good catch, you throw that bitch out there. You take that fishing rod, throw that bitch out there into the sea. You know what I'm saying? Throw it deep out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And let that receiver get out there and make that catch. You know what I'm saying? All the time you don't want to for them to come back to a route, because not all the time they're gonna come down with it. Not only that, but the pass interference calls, because that'd be the crazy shit about it. The referees, they be picking and choosing when they want to call that shit at the end of the day. So just gotta be. I mean, fuck it. You gotta give your receivers a time to chances to make plays at the end of the day. So I get it, but that particular play was one of them that was underthrown. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, I definitely thought that one was underthrown. He should have threw that bitch out there. So Kenny just has to get better with that, and being able to see that second level when they're breaking across the middle of the field. And can we please get Daryl Washington the goddamn football? This big dude, man. Let me see something with Daryl Washington. He had one catch, right? That one catch he had, the man, they could not even get the man down. I think he either got the first down, or he got like 6 yards or something easy, and they had a hard time even getting him down, and they still couldn't get him down. You know what I'm saying? Those little flat plays where you see, man, and you got 4 or 5, maybe even 7 yards, man, pitch him the football real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because them little cornerbacks and shit is not going to get that man down. You know what I'm saying? God bless them little cornerbacks that's going to be able to get this dude. Hold on, what Darnell Washington, 6'5", 6'6", about 280, bro? Get him the goddamn football. See, I don't know how they read. I'm going to have to actually, you know what I'm saying? A nigga like this, bro, look at this nigga right here. Hold on, let's go to this nigga picture real quick. A nigga like this, you got to get this nigga the football, fam. Look at this nigga right here, bro. You got to get that man the football, point blank, period. A couple yards, throw his big ass the ball, and he gonna go get 4 yards. Easy work. Know what I'm saying? They gonna be struggling to get him down at 3 yards. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can pitch that down to big fella and let him get his shine at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Using him especially towards the red zone or them little short down plays, they can use him. I don't know when Freiermuth is coming back. Maybe it might be late in the season, but man, this is a way you can get this big fella the football, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a big target, and he got hands. And like I said, man, this was a hell of a pickup to me for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, how big is this dude? Because I don't understand the translation from 2.0 m's to 119 kilograms. I don't. Why would ESPN, nigga? We in America. Like, why the fuck would y'all have some weird ass shit like this? Like, I think it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Hold on. Let me see something. All right, damn. So this dude bigger than what I thought. This motherfucker is 6'7", 260. Bro, you gotta get that man the ball. Get that man the goddamn football Matt Canada. You know what I'm saying? Sideline Canada. We need some plays where it's designed where we can get him quickly open. If not, having somebody break open across the field at the end of the day. And like I said, sometimes I do think Kenny struggles with seeing the field. I don't know if the linemen are too big. I don't know if Kenny can see over the field. That's the problem I be having. But at the end of the day, like I said, sideline Canada might be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And it takes in its execution as well. I do think that a lot of things were just execution. That and it becomes a build up. Motherfuckers ain't producing and shit like that. You're gonna be like, somebody got to get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And it was Matt Canada. You know what I'm saying? Because we love Kenny Pickett, but after seeing Kenny and his struggles, all right, maybe it's not just Matt Canada. Maybe some of this stuff is on Kenny. Maybe some of this stuff is on the O-line. Maybe some of this stuff is on Najee or Jalen Warren and them boys not seeing, not hitting the cuts and hitting the right holes as far as our running game. But yeah, man. Let me say this too. Them second level blocks, George Pickens and the lineman that's getting out, y'all got to put hands on somebody and be loving the block. You know what I'm saying? Looking to free your guy up. Y'all be giving up too much on these goddamn runs. You know what I'm saying? For my liking at the end of the day, because sometimes these motherfuckers are break free, and if you got your man blocked up and putting hands on that man, you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Your extra block might be the reason why we can break for a touchdown or a big gain or something. You know what I'm saying? So, or continue the big game. It already might be a big game, but just to continue the game, guys just have to take appreciation in the little things when it comes down to the teams. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when we look at the stats, this wasn't a big game for the offense. I mean, for the receivers. You know what I'm saying? This was not a big game for the receivers at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? 126 yards Kenny Pickett threw for. You know what I mean? 45 yards to George Pickens, and Deontay Johnson had one catch for 17 yards. You see what I'm saying? But guys just have to be balled in. Guys have to find the appreciation within the little things that don't show up on the stat lines. Those are the things that win you ball games. It's not everything. Somebody's going to have the numbers, somebody's not. Sometimes it might be a collective effort. It's a team game at the end of the day. And like I said, it's the little things. When games like this, right? Kenny Pickett might get the credit, but he might not get no credit. You know what I'm saying? He might not get no credit at all. Today's game balls might be going to Najee or Jalen Warren or the offensive line. You see what I'm saying? But we have to, and a game like this, TJ Watt doesn't get a lot of credit because it don't show up on the numbers side of the game. You know what I'm saying? But he was phenomenal today. Same thing when you look at a guy, look at Highsmith. Highsmith, 3 tackles. You know what I'm saying? A pass deflect and a QB hit. That's not big stat line numbers, but at the end of the day, his impact was tremendous. Mark Robertson stepping in. Riley came through, stepped in, had a big tackle for a loss. James Pierre and the coverage and stuff like that. And dare I say it, Levi goddamn Washington. Now, he did have a goddamn, he had some plays. I'm like, goddamn Levi, come on, bro. But listen, we gotta ease up the goddamn hate on Levi Wallace too. This nigga on our team. You know what I'm saying? We gotta root for him to succeed, no matter what role he playing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rooting for you, Levi. I might be, get up here and I done cooked your ass a few times. Steeler Nation done cooked you, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, fam. Now we got, like I was saying about Matt Kennedy, we gotta build you back up. We got to build you back up. You're still part of the team. You ain't going nowhere. So we got to root for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep rooting for your ass. You're going to get out here and you're going to make the plays where we be like, goddamn Levi Wallace. And it's going to be in a good manner, though. Not in a bad manner. We're going to be looking, goddamn, who was that? Levi. Goddamn it, Levi Wallace. That's what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important for us to install a confidence. Because when I was watching the game, bro, you could feel the energy like, okay, Pittsburgh scored. The energy was super high in the stands, right? I don't know if y'all pay attention. I pay attention to shit like that. But anyway, energy was super high. Green Bay came down and scored. it was like somebody uncle died in the goddamn arena because motherfuckers is not confident in the offense to go down there and do it again. Like, damn, I don't know if they're gonna be out there and be able to do it again. Like, damn, that's crazy. You know, our offense been struggling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to march down the field and do it again. You know what I mean? So it died. You know what I'm saying? And then Green Bay, we scored again, and Green Bay came down, and you could feel that energy just totally die out in the arena. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, man, we got to keep confidence high. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes we might get our confidence rattled and shooken. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be as firm as the goddamn team and as the leader in Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin don't bend, break, nor fold to no pressure, or he's not too high and he's not too goddamn low. He's always even keel, and that's a guy that I want leading my team and will want leading my organization at the end of the day. Mike T for the goddamn win. I don't know how we do this shit, but we continue. Look at the New England Patriots right now. Absolute garbage. You know what I'm saying? Absolute trash. They had a decade of years where they was winning and getting to the playoffs all the time, this, that, and the third. And then they lose a guy like Tom Brady, and look where they at. You know what I'm saying? That could be the Pittsburgh Steelers. All y'all talking about fire Tomlin. Fire Tomlin. Fire Tomlin. Guess what? Mike Tomlin has been getting it done, win, lose, or draw, with motherfuckers going out with injuries, replacing quarterbacks, okay? We was playing hot potato with quarterbacks one year. 1 week we starting this guy. We snatching him out the game and putting in this quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Mike Tomlin is an excellent coach. This is an excellent organization, and we've just find a fucking way to win, because the standard is the goddamn standard at the end of the day, and that's win a fucking ball game. You know what I'm saying? And we do it by any means, by hook or crook, by nickel and diamond. I don't give a fuck what it take. We get the motherfucking job done because the standard is the goddamn standard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end it off with that, man. Sideline Canada, get the game ball. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna give it to the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to the offensive line today. And Najee and Jaylen Warren, man, absolute dogs out there. Absolute dogs out there. Defense, hella proud of y'all for what y'all did out there. Y'all was hustling y'all ass off. And this what I say about our defense. When the offense can give us something, you know what I'm saying, and give the defense breaks off the field where they're not 3 and out back on the field, 3 and out. They actually get a chance to, you know, kind of get their legs under them a little bit. Get a chance where the defensive coordinator can actually talk to these niggas for real. You know what I'm saying? And show them plays, this, that, and the third. We are able to look a lot better. Our secondary, it could be janky at times. I think it's really our coverage, though. I think the coverage we play, we don't give up too many big plays. And what I do notice about our defense, we'll give you anything up the field up until you get to about the red zone. I just learned that that's something we're going to have to live with. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter about who's out there. That's just something that we're going to give up. I've watched this for years now. So I just understand the certain coverages that we're going to give up that middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? But what we're not going to do, you're not going to have a home run hit down the sideline. That's not happening. You're not going to have a home run hit either sideline. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do is going to have to be in the seams where we have the coverage. So if we do give something up, it's going to be in that middle, that in seams, middle of the field kind of shit. Because I was today, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck is these niggas wide open? Then I'm like, okay, it's got to be these niggas is playing cover 3 or cover 4. So Tomlin and them is going, because I'll do that shit in games too. You know what I'm saying? When I'm playing Madden and shit, you know what I'm saying? I give you anything. You can have that, but you ain't getting shit down the sidelines. I'll tell you that one right now. You know what I'm saying? Normally, I'll put a guy like a spy or something to kind of be in the middle of the field a little bit, play a little bit of safety and shit like that, to watch that middle of the field so those routes don't break open. But, you know, like I said, man, you're in the NFL, motherfuckers are scheming up plays. These are some of the best motherfuckers in the world at the end of the day. So, you know, like I said, you're going to bend, but you don't break, okay? You bend, but you don't break. So you got to be able to give and take. And so I get it. That's just what it's going to be. But y'all notice, whenever we'll give up a bunch of chunk plays, but when it come down to that red zone, your bitch ass ain't getting shit. You're not getting in that end zone, fam. Is it 9 times out of 10 you're not getting in there? You're gonna have to kick that field goal, or we gonna get the goddamn turnover. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no points at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for much as us that don't like that shit, man, we give up all the big plays. Oh, man, our secondary, yes, I understand. But the reason why our secondary looks like that is because they're playing a situation where they're like, look, we just ain't giving up the big plays. They want a touchdown, they're gonna have to earn that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no freebies over here. You're gonna have to work for that. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just what it is, man. That's what it is, man. So we on the goddamn stankin' ass goddamn Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? We on our way to goddamn stankin' ass Cleveland and the dirty ass Browns at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? AFC rivalry game. It gets no better. It gets no better. Let me see if they won. Let me check if the Browns won. I hope they did win, to be honest. I hope they did win. And yes, they did win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They beat the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Let me see where Baltimore fell to now. 7-3. So, fellas, well, the whole fucking year, you know what I'm saying? As up and down as it's been, if we win next week, and Baltimore, I don't know, Baltimore might have a bye. They got to be somewhere close to a bye right now. Let's hold it. Let me check Baltimore real quick before I get into this shit. Let me see where they at. So no, they actually got the Bengals, and I think the Bengals are actually gonna pull that one off. To be honest, let me see when they bye week is. No, actually, hold up. Let me see something. 11-16. 11-16. Oh, so they actually playing Thursday. All right, so they playing Thursday night. So we got to turn into Bengals fans. I mean, either team we don't like, point blank period, whether it be the Bengals, Browns, and goddamn Ravens at the end of the day. We don't like none of them at the end of the day. It is what it is. That's the ops. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got to root for these niggas, though. You know what I'm saying? We got to root for them just like we was rooting for the Browns low-key today. All Steeler Nation should have been rooting for the Browns today. You know what I'm saying? The Browns put off a hell of a comeback and got the dub. You know what I'm saying? So we hoping for the Bengals to beat these dudes at the end of the day. And if they are able to, if we are able to beat the Browns and the Bengals beat the Ravens, we will be sitting at motherfucking number 1 in the division. Out of all chaotic this fucking season has been, starting off, Mike Tomlin, this might be it. I mean, it's just, is it Kenny Pickett, Matt Fire Canada, and we're half a game out of first place, and we're definitely in the playoff picture. Playoffs end of the day, we're definitely in the playoffs. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? It ain't something we gotta be watching other teams and see what they doing and hoping they lose and then hating on other teams and shit, you know what I'm saying? We comfortably going to the dance. We comfortably going to the prom at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But just to think where we at, man, and woo, it's a great time to be a Steelers fan, you know what I'm saying? And I love it, you know what I'm saying? There's no greater script than the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers, you know what I'm saying? There's no greater show on television than the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers, you know what I'm saying? Unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get. But one thing you're going to get is a goddamn show, and you're going to come out with the goddamn dub. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Roger Goodell need to smarten up. You know what I'm saying? I was watching that Patriots game earlier this morning, and they was out there in London. I seen a lot of Steeler jerseys out there. Roger Goodell. You know what I'm saying? You need to smarten up out here. I keep telling you, the greatest team, the most greatest fans in the world are the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They travel and they all over the place. They like having roaches in your crib, man. You know what I'm saying? And you leaving food and shit. You got a roach infested apartment or some shit, or a house, right? And you turn on them goddamn lights, and you done left some pizza or something out there. You done left some pizza or something, or you done spilled a little coffee and shit in the morning, and you come out, turn the lights on, and the roaches is all over the goddamn place. That's Steeler Nation right there. You know what I'm saying? Steeler Nation gonna pop up, and we're gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be in the Browns. We're gonna be at that Browns game heavy. It's gonna be a 40-60 crowd Browns, because you know they're gonna be home. But I would not be surprised if that bitch is 50-50 in a rivalry game. So we got a big time, prime time game, especially with the Browns winning today, which puts them at 7-3 as well. So big 6-3 as well. So big AFC North matchup going down. Actually, for the whole division, actually, because Ravens is playing the Bengals. So we got a lot of fire matchups this weekend coming up, and I'm excited for it, man. But anyway, man, let me get off here, man. I just wanted to give my salutes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you know, the standard is the motherfucking standard, and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? On our Malcolm X shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it done by any means necessary. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. Shout out to day ones. Shout out to the new ones, man. Shout out to goddamn Steeler Nation. Shout out to my nigga, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga. Nah, I'ma ride with my motherfucking niggas. Outside my nigga. And I ain't going in unless I'm with my nigga, my nigga Mike T. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sideline Canada, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, the offensive line. Y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? DJ, motherfucking Daryl Washington. Got to get some more touches out there. That big fella, ain't nobody fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Also, salute to the defense. Hell of a job, collective effort from everybody out there. And we on the goddamn Cleveland. We on the Cleveland next week. And we going to get it popping. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. Y'all niggas let me know what y'all think of the game in the comment section. We out of here, y'all. One.